Hello. Hello, Jared. Welcome to the stream. I have no idea about this game at all. So, we'll see. Apparently, this is not for people who have anxiety and depression, so that's a warning. I just don't. Can you hear? Fuck. Shit. Connection. There you go. There's a lag. How are you doing, Jared? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. My dog is just barking. I don't know what's happening. Do you have epilepsy or... Oh, no. Don't worry about that. I'm excited to play this game. It's too loud, right? It sounds so happy. We'll see how dark this can be. I put full screen. There you go. Let me actually check the... There you go. Just gonna fix that thing. There you go. Should be good. Is it too loud? Might be too loud. It's so fun. Okay, let's lower it a little bit more. I don't know if it's too loud. Okay, let me put my mic near my mouth. Okay. Sound volume is fine. I think this is fine. I'm gonna play a new game. Oh, okay, Danica. How are you doing, Jared? Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friends since we were children. Don't watch this if you have... Oh, no. Don't worry, I don't have it. But, yeah, if anyone's watching, I think there's just 2 people watching anyway. So that's fine. You know, the kind of friend you've never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oh, that's a sign of depression. Is it frozen? Hold up. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Okay, weird. Let's see. Let's restart the game. And then... There you go. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't even notice it. Is it okay now? Oh. Hello, Sunny. Is it okay now? It should be okay now. I think it should be fine now. Oh my god, that's so loud. I don't know if it's too loud for you guys. Tell me. Let me know. Hello, Martin. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing... Oh, the job application is doing good. So I submitted my examination already. And it's Lent season in the Philippines. It's Holy Week. So the managers are apparently... they're apparently on a vacation right now. So there's gonna be a little delay on checking out my exam. But yeah, it's looking good. Okay, let's start all over. I think... Okay. Hey! I already read that part. Like Curly Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. How are you guys doing, by the way? Do you like this? Hi, Aya! Anong oras na? Ba't gising ka pa? Hello, Aya! Hi, guys! Please welcome Miss Aya. She's my friend in real life from college, since college. So, yeah. Welcome, Aya, to the stream. I'm playing this anime game. I don't know about this game. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. How do I act anime? I overslept again. I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Okay, I'm gonna do anime voices, okay? That's mean, Danica. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. This is actually me in real life, like embarrassed. For like other people. I get embarrassed when Sonny gets very silly sometimes. I don't know this game. It's my first time playing this. I've never seen any gameplay. I tried, but I don't understand it. But yeah, fine. But did you wait for me after all? But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Oh my god, Jared. I can't wait too, like how? I don't know. I heard that this game gets dark, so whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Danica, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. I'm gonna quickly cook some food. Okay, Sunny. Okay, I'm gonna do anime voices. I tried to do some like e-girl makeup. I tried to be like anime-ish with the color of my clothes right now. So maybe I'll try to fit in. I was a weeb back then, so I'll channel it, okay? It's very dark, just don't get scared when it feels like crashes. And oh, okay. That's good to know. That's good to know, Jared. Okay. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sonny every time. Aw, don't let bacon escape. I was talking about how how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Why? Am I terrible at reading? I don't. I should get my glasses, but maybe I should get my glasses. We'll see. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you being a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. This is exactly me. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! I'm scared now. Does it get really dark? Does my choice, do my choices matter? Is there choices? Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worrying so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Oh, we're in the classroom. Oh, this looks like the classroom we had in high school. Except for the curtains. We never had curtains because someone will set it on fire. Okay, Martin. Have a good dinner? Dinner in Europe right now. The school day is ordinary as ever and is over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. This is just exactly me. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. I'm so excited to see her actually do everything. Okay. Like this music is really fun. Like anime. Oh my god. But Trig's age. Okay. We'll try to. Okay. I'm very excited to know what that is. Okay, Sayori. I thought I'd catch you coming out of this classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Although I'm not less interested in literature in real life. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by a cupcake, okay? Okay, cupcake always works. Yes, let's go! Oh my god, anime voice. Sonny hates anime voices, like little anime voices. So I'm not sure if he's gonna like watching this stream. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Everyone does, don't worry. I dejectedly follow Sayori across Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. That's so good to know, Jared. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I don't know what voice to give her. Sayori always say nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Danica, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I don't know how to change my voices. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Am I bisexual here? Because I'm into it. Or gay, I'm into it. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. I was in fourth year high school before, and I looked first year. Even elementary, so that's discrimination. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. It's free. Yeah, it's free. That's why I was so surprised it's free. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Oh my god, I couldn't tell these two girls apart at first. I was so confused. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say it like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Danica. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out from my... Okay. I'm getting gay vibes in my character. I like that. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What? Hey, you too, Monica. Hi. Come sit, Danica. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit with me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? I don't know why. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki Okay, you can't see the thing, right? Okay. Oh shit. I hope it's still okay. Fuck. Okay, let me. I was trying to. Okay. Oh, it's frozen. It's frozen again. It's frozen again. The game is frozen. How do I... Okay, how? Okay, let me actually just... Okay, let's... That should work, right? Okay, are you ready? Okay, there you go. Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I want to see that. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Why is this so... I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite, as you should. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere else before? Hello, Dragono. Welcome to the stream. We're playing an anime game. How are you doing? Welcome. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. For you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. I don't know what voices. That's not. Hello, Spab. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yuri looks away, insulted. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? I can't read. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. What's up, guys? This game. Okay, thank you for that, Jared. Yeah. To be honest, I am. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather just take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica. Monica really is a good leader. Okay. Yuri also nodded in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. That makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're also delighted. They were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Danica, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Okay. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. This is me. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. That's true, Jared. Thank you for that too. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes are poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Oh, not really that I hate. I enjoy it, but I have a love-hate relationship with horror. Hello, Martin. Welcome back. What did you have for dinner? Is the music too loud, guys? Let me know. It's too loud for me. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Uh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example for Natsuki and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Had a Danish dish called Krabbinetter. Krabbinetter. It's ground pork, very good. Ground pork is always good. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I don't know what this game is about, Martin, but apparently it gets dark. Which is interesting because this game is so bubbly, so colorful. The music is very, very fun and lively, but apparently it gets really dark. There's a trigger warning at the beginning of the game that this is not a game for people with anxiety and depression and suicidal thoughts. So interesting. Isn't that right, Danica? Monica smiles warmly at Mia once again. Hold on, there's one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, my heart, I'm so sorry. But I'm sorry, I thought... Danica. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'm exactly like this, holy shit. That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. This game is about writing club, and I don't want to spoil for them, but it's starting yet. Yeah. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Danica, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh, fuck. Hello, Aaron. That's good, Aaron, that you're hanging out with friends. That's good. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Hmm. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. That's good, that's good, that's good. Even if it's an online friend, it's a friend, that's fine. Hey Danica, since we're already here, do you want me to walk or do you want to do that? Do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. I love Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure a good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, help me decide. Which Sayori is out of the question because she's my friend. So Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Which one of them should I actually flirt with? I don't know anything about this game, Aaron. I just know that it gets dark. Thank you, Jared. Thank you. I wonder who do I really like Monica. Like Danica, Monica is nice, you know. Yuri is kind of weird, so I guess I'll go for Monica. We'll see. Okay. The one with the ribbon. The one with the ribbon is Monica, right? Monica, the president. I'll make a happy poem. Let's see. Lucky. Ribbon? Ocean? Flower? Romance? Massacre? What the fuck? Marshmallow? Kawaii? Climax? Wrath? Raindrops? I'm just choosing the happiest among these words. Yuri is a little weird. She likes horror. Okay. Nature. Death. What the fuck? Giggle. Kitty. Vibrant. Chocolate. Cute. Music. Heart. Candy. Laugh. Marriage. No. Too fast. Heaven sent. Summer. Okay. Game is jolly and nice so far. Sonny, what did you cook? Oh, this is Monica. Oh, I love her. Hi again, Danica. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Danica. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I'm a girl. Okay, Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature. Some spaghetti, that's nice. Oh, Sonny hates carbonara. Be careful with Monica? Huh, I'm more scared of this girl. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Danica always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Okay, I'm a boy. Okay, I'm a boy with the name Danny. Okay, I'm a boy. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. I'll go with Natsuki? How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Am I that good looking of a boy? How come? You and Danica can become good friends too. Her boobs though. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Okay, Aaron. Have a good day. Alright. I'll try to get in later. Watch. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Alright, see ya, Aaron. I'm sorry, Yuri. I was thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She's being so cute all the time. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books in boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Oh. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written in your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your whole voice. I don't like this girl. She is judgmental and assuming things. But I'll tell you one thing, Danica. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. What is moe? Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Natsuki really want my ass. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Oh, what's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Okay, Jared. Sorry. This is so anime, like the awkward interactions. It does happen in real life though, so I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. So it looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining, but later on there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? What's what? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen any. I've seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? She's really looking cute at me. Okay. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't know you don't have friends. Because of your fucking attitude. Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I mean, I can't bring it up without even being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. I'm like that. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. What? At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of the problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Okay. Jeez, that's enough. Oh, are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. I keep forgetting that I'm a boy here in this situation. So she's flirting with me. And she's a child. And I can't have that. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Okay. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Okay, Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile for a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Okay. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty though you do look pretty cozy over there. I really can't with the anime noises. Yeah, I think so. Like there's some very like just foreshadowing of whatever is gonna happen or whatever their backstory will be. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you don't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets spent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find such inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. What will happen? Their hints to what will happen to them pick up on these special things from each. Yeah, okay. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, I want to show mine first. Okay. We'll go in order. Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my... Oh, we're gonna share the poem. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Danica. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Danica's poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Danica. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only real good people do. What? Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Click outside. Okay. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Yeah. I could sleep forever. Yeah. I got that. Like, I was like, that's kind of dark. That's like a sign of depression, to be honest. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Toads. I can't read. Okay, Natsuki. I want Monica. I want to show Monica. Because, like, I really like her. Toads. Hello, Dan. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. This is such... I don't even know if this is in your lane, this weeb ass shit. But I was a weeb before, so I'm just channeling it back. Are you guys a weeb? Sonny isn't a weeb. Is Dan a weeb? Hi, Danica. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind. Really? I never thought that, Dan. I never would have imagined that you like this type of game. I mean, it's anime, or maybe the dark side of it. I just know that there's a dark side of this game, so... Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. I'm actually like this in real life. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Danica. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like it, Danica. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Monica, stop flirting with me. Oh jeez. No, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Why is this game trying to like get me with Natsuki? I don't like her. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Sarcasm escalate. Oh. Oh. That's why I was like, really? Do you like this kind of game? Very dark, but it does get very dark if you say so. By any chance, have you read anything by Silverstein? What? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to. There's so much reading. But they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Monica is making me sweat. I would keep doing as happy as you can, but that's your decision. What do you mean? Like the... Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Monica, you're so pretty. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. What the fuck? Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Oh. Is this a hint of an abusive relationship? Monica, do you have a boyfriend? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna be heartbroken. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry if I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Epiphany? Epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Okay. Natsuki. Okay, Natsuki. So far, we have like a really light environment. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. You like Natsuki, huh? You like this like little like hard to get, a little aggressive girl. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Ooh, is it ooh woo? Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and maybe go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. What a fucking negative girl. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. This girl. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that most to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. No, she likes you. This is what like typical anime is. I can't figure it out if it's a win or a loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Huh, really? So you actually can choose girls to be with in the end. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously because it's so bad, duh. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. It doesn't though. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Oh, I didn't pick that up. So I decided to write about it. Oh, I didn't pick that vibe up. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. You should actually worry about people's ages, okay? Let's make that clear. You have to worry about people's ages. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading it. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine, don't fret yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after. I guess. I guess that it might be after reading it through it. So it's that bad. No, 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 no. I did. I just raised my voice. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Yuri, why are you so nervous around me? It might take Yuri a whole while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit with two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Because she likes me. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Literature. These poems are big hints. Okay, yeah, definitely. I can definitely pick up on that. There's like some sort of like weird stuff in it. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Hello, Ghoul. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm sorry I have such terrible writing. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Oh my god, stop it. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Danica. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, if it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Okay. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. I can't read. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Danica did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. Giving up? What do you mean? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Danica liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri's... Maybe you're just jealous that Danica appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, I know. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... Okay. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Danica started showing up. Natsuki? Nani? Natsuki? That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't care. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Danica? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That meaning she jumped out of the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Danica. Me too. Natsuki is very annoying. I really don't like her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Okay. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Danica? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick up a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. Well, I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody is taking her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I was wrong. Yuri is actually the most interesting decision out of them all. I've never done Monica, but I've heard Yuri is the best. We'll see. Maybe as the story progresses, maybe I'll grow to like her more, because I think Monica is kind of not interesting to me right now. Earlier, she was interesting because she's the cutest and like intelligent and most interesting and most normal of them all. But yeah, Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Her boobs though, really. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. Why are these girls just like seeking this guy's or my, in the situation I'm a guy here, my approval? They're all seeking for my approval. Like, no, don't do that. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Danica, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say about your boobs? I never forgot that. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Danica, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. No, I don't want to write another poem. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Danica, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Danica, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught into the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, let's do this. Yuri. Should we go dark? Okay, let's make it a little mature. Passion. Daydream. Together? What's Doki Doki? Bed? Oh no, suicide? What the fuck? Jorge, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the donation. Hello, Nomad. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you know about this game? I don't know anything about this game at all, but I heard it's dark. Gotta go for today, then. Thank you, Martin. Have a good day too. I'm sorry this kind of game is like different from everything, so I'm sorry, but I'll go back to GTA 5 again next time. Maybe GTA Online. Who knows? Will be. No, I don't know. But yeah, Nomad, welcome to the stream. Jorge, thanks for the donation. Okay, okay. Smile. Why is there more negative stuff in here? Kiss. Hope. Oh, beauty. Vibrant. Pleasure. Rose. Negative stuff. You don't have to apologize. Okay, Martin, I'm like, thank you for that. That's so nice of you. And I hope you have a good day or a good night. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate that. Well, I already started with romantic stuff, so we'll continue with that. Valentine, love, desire, Fluffy. Fireflies. Charm. Bouncy. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Danica! Yo, Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Wait, come with me to buy a snack? No, thanks. That's not like you at all. I have more reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously. Horace shall not be the only one today. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good night. Martin really loves competition. Sayori, she fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel more guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't know that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Danica to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that, sorry, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh, what's... Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles under the desk. Oh, who does that? Of course, Natsuki. A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in a plastic. Sayori glanced around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayuri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki just takes a bite of her own cookie. Hello, Baked Bean. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why don't you think I gave you that one? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hello, Moira. Hey, this is Sayori. Hello, Moira. Welcome to the stream, and it's so nice to have new people in. Yeah, I was told that I am definitely in for a treat, and I'm really looking forward to it. I really don't know anything about this game, so I'm excited because right now there's just more talk, and a little peek of the characters. I guess would be backstory or whatever's gonna happen to them. So yeah. Chillin', hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, Baked Bean. I hope you're doing well too. And thank you for coming in. It's not like the usual GTA game. But you know me, I like weird games. Did you seriously just do that? And I like making the voices. Next, can you do a poem for Yuri? Okay, I will do that. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Yeah, I usually hang out on a lot of streams. Doesn't really matter about that. That's good. I know that this isn't like everyone's cup of tea, like, but I think this game is so like interesting. And sorry, I'm super sorry. Yeah, I just think this game is interesting. I saw the reviews, a lot of great reviews, and apparently it gets dark, and I like dark stuff, like hidden behind this cutesy facade, you know. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played piano music as well, Monica. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's, Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'll also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Danica. They're all so like eager to impress me. I'm the guy in this situation, and like they're so eager to impress me. Like, girls, you don't have to. I'm not that cute. Yeah, the art style is like very, of course, very anime. I like it. And they're really pretty. I don't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. That's the closet back there. Okay. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little... Oh, I skipped that. Oh shit. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? Well, we just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with something the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's literature. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come in, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this serious. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Oh, fucking hell. I can't read. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the events themselves. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does your school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? We're in an anime. Wait, Jared, what is it really? You'll need to get used to it, but she's my friend. Like, I don't want to get with her. She's my friend. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glanced around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I ran my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten. This is such like a sibling vibe though. It's the most interesting. I went to my game, seeing my route. Sayuri is the best. Really? Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off this stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Okay. This isn't right. I was getting sibling vibes. Like, for me, I'm the character. I'm the guy here. I'm having sibling, like she's like my little sister. And I guess but this is so uncomfortable. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Yeah, it's really weird. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The bottom might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I don't have the struggle. I can't relate. Sorry. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever bought it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Huh, that's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that it's like a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. I know, but she's a good route. She brings out all the characters. We'll see. You're doing it again, Sayuri. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, "Why don't you share the poems we wrote tonight?" Okay, yeah. Danica, I can't wait to read yours. Sayuri is flirting with me so hard. Like, what do I do? Her boobs are getting bigger. Like, what do I do? Oh, I see. Okay. I'll take note of that, Jared. But I don't know now. Like, every girl that I talk to one-on-one are interesting to me. It's so hard to choose girls, you know? I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Who should I show my poem first? I haven't talked to Yuri today that much, so Yuri. Let's see what you've got written for today. Well done, Danica. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Well, enjoy your game. I'll stop next time. Okay, the baked bean. Thank you so much for dropping by. Have a good day. Moira, careful where you step. Moira, does that mean... By the way, I love the name Moira. It's just so pretty. That name is so pretty. But anyway, careful where I step. Do you mean I should be careful who I get close with? You mean? Is this poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Oh, that's a very nice handwriting. I can barely read it without my glasses. The raccoon. Oh, the raccoon. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Sayori makes it more interesting, but do it your way I've never seen before. These are hints. She's a weird person. Yeah, she's definitely weird. But she's also hot too, so... There's something about weird hot girls, you know? Hot weird girls, I mean. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Yeah, me too. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep it to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Danica? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, let's go, Monica. Hey, Monica, hey. Hi again, Danica. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Why don't I ever read my own poems? Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, maybe that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two. The two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you wanna read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Monica is going through some shit behind the scenes. I can tell it. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of like a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Yeah, there was more on that poem. Yeah, definitely. Not what it seems. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of I don't know if she's going through an abusive backstory or whatever, but I don't know. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? She's talking to me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I have to save my game? Maybe I should save my game actually. Let's take that advice. Alright. Yeah. Well, I will take that advice because something might happen that I really don't know. Natsuki, okay, Natsuki, I hate you. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayuri as a type, all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Yeah, because like I am trying to I don't know what's gonna happen, so yeah, whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm not gonna tell everyone. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Natsuki has a very gross attitude, and I don't like her. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree with the subject that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote something about something similar today. Huh, did you say Yuri? Yeah, she said her poem is about an unusual hobby of hers. I don't really get it, but she said something similar to you, that people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who makes me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it, like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Harsh is more complex than you might realize. Hmm. Hmm. Danica, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so you're really the only one who feels that way, so. No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure, even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hi, I'm not a kid, you know. I've got boobs now. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey Danica, will you give me your poem? I kinda wanna keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. Being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I'll bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Is she hungry? Again? Doesn't she not eat? I feel like she's poor. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's like the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Like little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Hello, Death Smoke. Welcome to the stream. Yes? Doki Doki. I don't know what Doki Doki means. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Jeez. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Sayori seems like she has symptoms of depression. It makes me want to take care of her more, because I really want to know what's happening with her, and I feel so bad because she's so cheerful and makes the effort to make everyone happy, and I feel so bad. Okay, everyone, we're all done here reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of me. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. I think no. When I in the beginning of the game, when my character said that he noticed that Sayori has been oversleeping more and more. Oversleeping is such a common symptom of a person with depression. I've been through that, so I instantly know that Sayori is going through stuff. Monica, I think she is in an abusive environment. Natsuki, I don't know why she's nasty. Yuri is really weird. I feel like she's a murderer, or she cuts up like people. I don't know. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. No, I think it's just being, I don't know, what do you call that? Very intuitive? Or maybe observant. I think I'm more an observant type of person. I observe people, and of course, especially the way they talk. There's definitely something more to it always, especially with a game like this, you know? Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. I can't fucking read. Sayuri has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Oh, well, I did. Do you really think that's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with you, Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayuri, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. Do one for Sayuri. Oh, can I do that? If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing our feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the next main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. I want to end... Okay, I'm gonna end it... Okay, hold up. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. What's an inflection? She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes this recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Did she actually stab the raccoon? Because I wouldn't be surprised. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she is bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayuri, it's a whole lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Rejecting. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. Like hers. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri! Even Danica liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. What was Sayuri's poem about? Sadness? Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Danica. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Danica lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a deep breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say, you'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Geez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out lately nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Danica, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was facing out. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. What will you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would still walk with you, Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. But I've been friends with you, Sayori, so don't worry, okay? I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I would have just ruined that for you. You're so silly, Danica. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. So who knows what will happen that time? Okay, I'm just gonna finish this poem and then I'm gonna end the stream. So help me, help me, help me. How? Wait, how do I make it more like Sayori's poem? Like, I don't know. Destiny? I really don't know. Smile? No, wait till the next day. I wanna see, but do it oh, I have to do it happy. Okay, fun. Love. Fluffy. Pure. Cheer. I want to see what happens a little during the next day, like 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Okay. I want to see too, like, happiness. Suicide, what the fuck? Rose? Ocean? Holiday? Oh. Some sad. Pain? Sadness? Charm? Hurt? Together? Anime? Sweet? I hope this works. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Oh, it's not. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? I love squid. You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon Ika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense at all. In translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? I don't want to say what happened, sir, unless you want. Okay, let's just save. And then, I'm going to continue this next time. And, finish my stream because I think Sonny is gonna start his stream soon, or maybe he's already streaming, so I wanna be there. Oh, he's live. Okay, so I'm gonna go there now. But thank you so much for staying, Jared. Thank you so much for anyone else who's watching. I hope you have a good day or a good night. We'll continue this next time. Bye bye.